Welcome back to Half Moon's Picks, week 14 in the NFL, and I have a cold, so sorry about this. It might be poor editing too because I need to go lay back down. I've been trying to get this video out as fast as I can, but my body can only do so much. Last week, kind of abysmal. 4-2 on Turkey Day, my video, as I went perfect 8 over and unders. And 1-2 on the picks, but 3-0 on the under and overs. Last week's Sunday video, 1-3, abysmal. Carolina didn't cover a 10 and they outright lost. And Ron Rivera got fired. So see ya. That's what you get for picking them. The Jets outright lost, and Cleveland lost as well. Jeez. Anybody have that Washington, Cincinnati, Miami money line ticket? Been cashing in great. And my unders and overs for Sundays was abysmal, 1-2 as well. And my 3-team teaser didn't cash. I went 6-8 overall everything. So just not good at all. I had a bad week. Crazy teams won. Let's just move on from last week. And that leads us to the comment of the week. Comes from Daniel Husson. You should do all your picks from your gut, just the way you picked the Texans, 100%. Basically, I'm going to try that this week. Just go in purely on instinct, stats, numbers, and just put them as an influence, and just go with that. Why not? Just on my 4 picks, and we'll just go from there. See if my 4 team picks cannot get any better. Just for thinking, I got a feeling, because that's the way it's been lately. So let's get on with the show. And my number 4 pick of the week, my upset pick of the week, we got the Denver Broncos traveling to the Houston Texans. The Denver Broncos are a 9.5-point road dog. And basically all this is my gut feeling. Once again, too many points. I think Denver can somewhat hold that offense to a T and move the ball safely on Houston's defense. It should be a close game after a huge victory with Houston beating New England last week. They had their moral victory to show who's dominant, and they're a first-place team. Like I said, Denver's going nowhere. They're not even in the playoffs at all. They're just doing things for pride. Nothing to lose. And, you're almost getting... I think it might even reach 10 points. I saw it 10 points on one book. So give me Denver plus 9.5. My 3rd pick of the week is the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to the New England Patriots. New England Patriots are a 3-point home favorite. And basically, Kansas City has no defense, especially in the run. Their offense can light that scoreboard like crazy. But, we've seen how you beat Kansas City. Even the Colts went into Kansas City and beat Kansas City. You limit their offense being out on the field. I think Tom Brady can do those dink and dunk passes. White can, run 5 yards a carry easily, and it'll be a nice slow-paced game. Keep that offense off the field, and New England defense can, maybe get a turnover here and there. Keep New England home, and they're not going to lose 2 games in a row. Everybody's like, oh, they're losing all these games. Yeah, they lost to Baltimore a few weeks ago. They lost to Houston last week, but they're playing all these top division leaders. They play Dallas, Philadelphia, they play, Baltimore, Houston, and now they got Kansas City, another division leader. So, their schedule's a little tough, but I don't think they're going to lose 2 games in a row, and it's hard to, win in New England. So, give me New England minus 3. And my number 2 pick of the week, we got the Tennessee Titans traveling to the Oakland Raiders. The Tennessee Titans are a 3-point road favorite. And I don't even have any notes for this game. It's just basically both these teams need wins to keep in the wild card race. Oakland's on a downhill slope. they are what we thought they were. And Tennessee with Tannehill, playing much better now. I think he's leading this team to a lot of victories. We got 3 wins in a row, basically, and I think just what I feel, Tennessee should be able to go in there and beat the Raiders. It's 3 points. Oakland's a home dog. I get it. But just something tells me Tennessee can go in there and just stop this offense and, do what they want against that defense. So give me Tennessee -3. And my number 1 pick of the week, we got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to the Los Angeles Rams. Seattle Seahawks are a 1-point road favorite, and this is basically a pick 'em. Who's going to win? They don't even give 3 points to the Rams. Just who do you think is going to win this game? I know the Rams have the history of, keeping it strong and have a 4-1 history of, beating Seattle at home. But here, Seattle's a 6-0 tear on the road. They have not lost a game on the road yet. And they want to stay in first place. They just do not. They took the lead with San Francisco. They still got to play them one more time this year. And they just want to stay up there. They're not going to lose to a divisional opponent. And then they're just going to play their hearts out. Literally, it's a pick 'em. So I'm taking gut feeling. Seattle Seahawks on the road, -1 against the Los Angeles Rams. All right, that's it for my top teams, and we'll just chat about the other games as well here. And let me give you my 3-team teaser. This 3-team teaser, I got Kansas City +10. I think that's it's gonna be a close game. San Francisco +10 again in New Orleans, close game. I love those points. And Detroit, more points. Give me 21 points for Detroit on the road in Minnesota. All right, let's start off. We got the Dallas Cowboys traveling to Chicago. Chicago Bears are a 3-point home dog. Dallas Cowboys, should they be favored here? Yeah. Both these teams, not good. Garrett, coaching is horrible. Chicago's not much better. Mitch Trubisky's just low-scoring game, I'm sure. Who's going to win? It seems like Dallas is favored on every single game this year, no matter what. The public loves them. They are 0-5 against winning teams. Bad play calling all around. I mean, if I had to pick this game, I would go with Chicago +3. I'd put them in a teaser, +10. Sounds like a great play there. Not doing much with this game. Next, we got the Baltimore Ravens traveling to the Buffalo Bills. Baltimore Ravens are a 6-point road favorite. Man, Buffalo. I'd probably take the home team on this one. 6 points. Definitely a good teaser as well. They got a great defense. They can, pretty much limit that Baltimore offense. But, Baltimore can blow this team away again as well. That's why I didn't have my teaser. You just don't know. But Baltimore is a #1 offense versus the number 5 defense compared to Buffalo's #3 defense. But how well will their offense do against that number 5 defense? I don't think, not so good. I mean, this could be, 17-0 game. So, yeah, I mean, but then again, it could be 17-13 as well. So you just don't know. Like I said, I'll probably take Buffalo with the points. As I like the home team with the points as well. Next, we got Washington at Green Bay. Green Bay, 13-point home favorite. I'd have to go with Green Bay on this one. My goodness, 13 points. But Washington's so bad. I don't know how they won last week. It's just I think fire coaches. The Washington fire coaches team. See, the Redskins just ran all over Carolina last week. That's all they did. Hardly any passes. Just ran right over them. Green Bay can, stop the run the most part. Washington will be able to get a few yards, on Green Bay. But, can their defense hold, Aaron Rodgers? That's the key thing here. I know Washington will not be able to pass. Means they can't pass. They're not a passing team. They're the worst red zone offense as well. So, yeah, Green Bay 13 or nothing. That's how I look at that game. Next, we got San Francisco 49ers traveling to the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints are a 3-point home favorite. And New Orleans, they're clinched the division already. They already made it to the playoffs. But they want to stay in, they're the first team seat in the playoffs. They want to stay there, want home field advantage all the way around. So they need a win. Whether they, blow any teams out the door or not, San Francisco needs to keep up, needs to stay ahead in order to stay, as a division leader, or else they'll be a wild card team. So both these two teams, probably want to win. San Francisco on back-to-back road games. Me, I didn't even have this team picked at all. I have not decided on this game. It should be a great game either way. Just got to keep an eye on it. Like I said, hard to say. It all depends on, Saints could lay down and just say, hey, we don't need this game. But, I don't think they're going to do that because they get the number 1 seed, so they'll play. So, it should be a low-scoring indoors game. Should be a lot of fun. If I had to pick, gun to my head right now, I would probably go, as San Francisco lost, will they lose back-to-back games? Probably not. Take the 3 points with San Francisco, as if they lost 2 games in a row, and then they're really in deep doo-doo. So, yeah, give me San Francisco plus the 3, gun to head. Next, we got Cincinnati Bengals at Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are a 9-point favorite. There were some 10.5 on down, but now they're calmed down a little bit. Now they're 9. Like I said, Cincinnati or nothing. Was that Boomer Esiason last week, or was that Ken Anderson last week, or was that even Carson Palmer last week? Oh no, that was Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle. Yeah, he played a pretty good game last week. Will he keep it up and do it again this week? Yeah, Cincinnati, 9 points, divisional game. Andy Dalton, thank you very much. Next, we got the Carolina Panthers traveling to Atlanta. Like I said, Carolina just fired their head coach after losing to Washington. Because, you need to be fired after losing to that team. Unbelievable. So, yeah. I'd like Atlanta here. -3 is home team. I'm sure it might go up after everybody finds out, the Carolina just fired the coach. I know sometimes the team will play better because if their coach is fired. Both these teams are bad. I have this as a no bet. But, if I'm going to take it, I take Atlanta. I think, running back Devontae Freeman's going to have a big game on this. Yeah, last week the Carolina Panthers, they just went off first quarter, 14 points, just like that. I was like, oh, this is going to be a blowout. No, it did absolutely nothing. The Washington Redskins came back with a 29-0 tear, How do you let the Washington Redskins get 29 points on anybody? It's unbelievable. Yeah, so give me Atlanta, -3. They're at home, divisional game. Next, we got the Detroit Lions traveling to the Minnesota Vikings. Detroit Lions, they 13, 14 points on some books. Road dog, divisional game. David Blau, or Blow, however you pronounce it, he did an excellent game. He had a 149.3 passer rating. He had 1 pick, but I think he did exceptionally well. Of course, no one had any tape on him. Now they have a little bit of tape on him. Something Minnesota, they might not, play. They also got, Cook might be out for the Vikings. They might not play him as they shouldn't, as they think it's probably an easy win. 14 points might be too much. So give me Detroit plus that 14. Next, we got the Miami Dolphins traveling to the New York Jets. Miami's 5.5 point road dog in a divisional game. I'd probably take Miami on this. But Miami has no pass defense, but Darnold's okay. But they Jets have no offensive line. Their wide receivers dropped the ball so many times. They dropped so many passes last week. It's unbelievable. And he's got sacked back there. Miami, all this is Fitzpatrick to Parker. You know, I played against Parker on both my fantasy teams last week. Boy, he raked up tons of yardage. So, yeah, I mean, that's all it is. If you can stop that combination, you know, he could beat the Dolphins. But if you can't, and whether the Jets will or not, it may be a 3-point game. 5.5 points might be a little too much, yeah. Divisional games, so give me Miami minus that 5.5 points. Next, we got the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know, I have this as a no bet as well. I haven't decided. At first, I was leaning toward Indianapolis, but I'm thinking, you know, Jacoby Brissett, when he's at quarterback, you know, they had a hype at the beginning of the season, played pretty well. He has that knee brace on. He hasn't been playing so well the last few games. Tampa Bay, and here we got Tampa Bay 1-4 at home, and they're a great road team. At home, man, they stink. And Indianapolis needs this win, you know, like nothing. So, you know, the Bucs play horrible again with all these interceptions, most likely. But how do you count on that? So, yeah, so the Colts went from first place to third place just like that with a loss last week at home against the divisional rivalry, the Tennessee Titans. So, yeah, I mean, T.Y. Hilton, it might be not playing as well as he's injured. Vinatieri, you know, he's missing field goals. This game's a mess. So if I had to, you know, I'd go with the Colts because they need it more, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers have that horrible home record. Next, we got the L.A. Chargers traveling to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Traveling cross country, you got the Chargers a 3-point favorite. How's the Chargers 3-point anything? They're so bad. They find ways to lose. But Jacksonville does the same thing. You know, they bench Foles. Minshew probably going to start next week. They're just so blah. The Jacksonville's on a 4-game losing streak, as the Chargers on a 3-game losing streak. So somebody's got to win this game, you know. But Chargers, all 8 games that they lost were by 7 points or less. So Chargers on a back-to-back, back-to-back road games. I got this as a no bet, but gun to head, I've had Jacksonville the last 2 weeks. They're just so bad. Yeah, give you Jacksonville the home dog, you know, and hope, Rivers gets benched or something, you know. I don't know. Next, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to the Arizona Cardinals. Pittsburgh Steelers with 2.5-point road favorites. Pittsburgh, third string quarterback, good at duck calling, back-to-back road games. Arizona back-to-back home games, as they got destroyed against the Rams last week. Unbelievable. Kyler Murray, he looks like he's playing injured or something. I don't know. He just does not play well at all. Can you trust that? Arizona 5-game losses in a row. I see why Pittsburgh's favorite, but both these quarterbacks are rookies. Pittsburgh defense is much better. So, I guess I'd take Pittsburgh minus that 2.5. Hopefully they win by a field goal. Like I said, tease them, if you can. Or put them on the money line. And last but not least, the Monday night game, we got the New York Giants traveling to the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles are 9-point home favorites. 9 points. How do you give this team who just lost last week to the Dolphins 9-point favorite to anybody in a divisional game? Come on, they don't even have to travel that far. It's not much of a travel, so Giants, plus the 9, So yeah, take the Giants plus that 9 points and cross your fingers. Divisional game, you just got to play by the rules, I guess. I don't see Philadelphia winning by about 9, but you never know. They might come out strong after getting embarrassed after playing the Dolphins and losing. Well, that about wraps it up. Follow me on Twitter as I give you under and overs. Usually Friday night or Saturday morning I release those. Just check it out. Just click on the link below. And follow my prognosticator buddies. There are links on all their sites as well. Take out their advice. Great bunch of guys. And I am ready to lay down before I edit this video because I am sick as a dog. So I will see you next week. Peace.
You enjoy placing a few bucks on your favorite team? Maybe try your hand at cards or on the slots. Use me as a reference and head over to my Twitter and click on the link below and receive a new member bonus and help support this channel. Bovada, just better.
Where's Mr. Whiffle when you need him?